Hi，大家好，我係 Sue Marguerite，我今日會教你點樣講個 numbers。咁點解我哋會講 numbers？因為我覺得 numbers 好重要，係咪啊？你日日都係用 numbers。譬如你有個新嘅朋友，佢問你你記得號電話，你可以用中文同佢講。我覺得如果你用中文講，佢會覺得好出奇你會覺得好開心。咁準備好未？好啊，我哋開始。So, okay, we're going to talk about numbers, and I'm going to start with 0. Usually people know like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but I'm going to start with 0. So 0, I'm just going to write a 0. You can write it more complicatedly in Chinese, but we'll just use a 0 for today. So 0 is pronounced like leng, leng. And usually you'd think you'd write that L-I-N-G. Well, I use the Yale in China system. That's how I learned. And they use an H. So it's L-I, let's see, L-I, leng, leng. And leng is 0. Leng. Another easy way to remember leng is it's part of the word for the combination for junk food, which is leng sek. Sek is eat in Cantonese. Sek jiao fan mei. You may have heard that if you've got some Cantonese friends or something, like have you eaten lunch yet? Which is basically to say, hey, how are you? About that time in the afternoon when you may have had lunch. So anyway, sek is eat. Leng is 0. So leng sek is like you're eating nothing or junk food. So leng sek. Okay, moving on. 1. We're going to write the numbers in Chinese because they're really easy and why not learn? So leng. Yat. Yat is 1. And you write it Y-A-T with a line over the top. It should be a straight line. Oh. And Y-A-T is yat. There's no H. It's a high tone. It's the highest tone. So it's kind of easy to go from leng, yat, bottom to the top. And we're going to go back down. Yi is 2 lines, a shorter line and then a longer one on the bottom. Yi. And then we're going to go back up to the top for sam. And you can tell sam is really easy to write as well. It's a line, a little shorter line, and a longer line. And it's at the top again. Sam. Sam is like a high falling tone, but don't worry about it. Just think it's high. So we're going to go down, up, leng, yat, yi, sam. The next one is sei. S-E-I, sei. It's like a middle tone. Now, sei is 4, right? We've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or leng, yat, yi, sam, sei. Sei is, if you probably have any connection to Chinese culture or Chinese friends, you know that 4 is super unlucky in Chinese culture. And why? Because 4 sounds, the number 4 in Cantonese sounds a lot like the character for death. It's not the same character, and it's pronounced a little bit differently. Sei is death, and sei is 4. So it probably might sound the same to you now, but there is a difference, believe me. But 4 is so unlucky that, like in apartment buildings or hotels, there's no number 4 floor. There's no 4th floor, 14th floor, 24th floor. No, you usually don't see any floor in a building with them that has 4 in it. Kind of like 13 for Western culture. 4 is the big one for Chinese. So moving on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5. 5 is a line, a little corner like that. And 5, there's that H again, low tone. And this is also a Chinese last name. So you may have some friends or may know some people with the last name NG, and it's super hard to pronounce because you don't it doesn't come out. Kind of swallow it. Mm. So it's easier to kind of do it in order. So leng, yet, yi, sam, say, mm. And then we've got 6, which is lo. There's H again. Lo is low. 7. I did that backwards. There's a serious stroke order when you write Chinese characters. And technically, it should be this one first and then this one going down. That is tut. You can probably hear in my voice, it goes back up to the top. Tut, lo, tut, bat. Bat is like a pair of legs, kind of like the inside of the 4. Bat. Bat is a middle tone. Bat. Now, bat is another character that's super important in Chinese because it sounds like the character for fat, which is part of, like Gong Hei Fat Chai. Chinese New Year, they're always wishing people good luck, good wealth, good happiness, good health, and Gong Hei Fat Chai, fat. Fat that means like you're super lucky. So bat sounds like fat. So bat is considered very lucky. 88, 888, whatever, bat is lucky. And then you've got gao. Gao is da 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 da. This is gao. And this one is a mid-rising tone. So gao and gao. Sometimes we used to learn doing that and it kind of helps to remember. It'd be like, so leng is bottom. Leng. Yet, yi, sam, say. Lo, chat, bat, gao. And then we've got sa. And there again is the H, so it's a low tone, sa. Okay, so there are the numbers from 0 to 10. And let's go over them one more time. So we've got leng, yet, yi, sam, say, lo, chat, bat, gao, sa. So practice those numbers. I'm going to do another video where we mix up the numbers a bit because it's not like you go out in the street or no one asks you for your phone number and your phone number surely isn't leng yet yi sam say lok chat bat, because in Hong Kong we have 8 numbers, right? So you wouldn't say like 0 to 8 is your phone number. So in another video we'll mix up the numbers a bit and give you practice and like separate them into high tones and low tones, which you can actually do yourself because I've given you all the clues as to how they are. Remember, H, low tone. No H, high tone or mid tone. And you know it's high if it has an accent mark on it, okay? So yet, sam, tat, these are all high, right? The leng, yi, lo, sa. Those are the low ones. And the middle ones are going to be the middle ones, like the say, bat, well, and then you've got the middle rising, which is gao. I always do that, gao. So I hope that was really helpful to you, and I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and come back and learn some more. Bye.